Proper floor chain maintenance is crucial to the operation of your Salford chassis-mounted air boom. These floor chains on your air boom will stretch over time, and you may come to the point where you can no longer tighten the chain tensioners to maintain proper chain tension. If that is the case, you will need to look at performing a chain link removal. This video will walk you through the proper way to remove a section of the floor chain, allowing you to maintain proper chain tension. To start out, identify which chain will need to be adjusted using the chain tension cutouts located at the back of the machine near the drive motors. Be sure to check both the left and right-hand chains. If the chain runs below the bottom line and the chain tensioner can no longer be adjusted, then you will need to remove links for that chain. To do this, you will need a new connector rod which will be used to put the chain back together once a section has been removed. Contact your local Salford dealer to order a connector rod. Once you have the new connector rod, the first step will be to loosen the chain tensioners completely by removing the locking plates and loosening the nuts for the given chain. If equipped with service windows, locate the service window for the chain you need to adjust. These may be behind the calibration funnels in some cases and will be covered with a black metal plate, which once located can be removed. Now, with access to the chain, lift the chain and place a board underneath as shown. Every other connecting rod on the chain will be welded to the chain links and therefore will not spin freely. Identify one of the connecting rods which is not welded and spins freely to remove. Once identified, grind through the old connector rod. With the connector rod now cut, remove the rod, sliding it through the chain. Now you can pull one end of the chain over the other and identify a connecting rod that spins freely and is not welded to the chain links, which can be removed to shorten the length of the chain. Once identified, place the board underneath the chain and grind the connector rod. Once the connector rod is cut, remove the connector rod and remove the section of chain. Next, you may align the two ends of the chain and run the connector rod through the chain and tighten the nut onto the rod. Once the connecting rod is reinstalled, grind down the thread of the connecting rod and damage the threads or weld the nut tight to ensure the nut does not back off. If welding, make sure all field computers are disconnected from the system before welding. Now the chain links have been removed and new connector rod is installed. Ensure that you remove the board that was placed under the chain and reinstall the service window cover. Now use the chain tensioners to adjust the chain until proper tension has been achieved, referencing the chain tension cutouts at the back of the machine. Ensure that the chain tensioners on each side of the chain are adjusted equally to avoid damaging the chain. Once achieved, reinstall the locking plates and the chain link removal process is complete.